What do you have, Gadam?
Between the carts.
All right, I think it's good because it kind of ties into what being at the first of the year.
Oh, nice.
Steamboat Willie.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. The first, it's considered the first appearance of Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
There were
It's actually not.
There were two other cartoons, but
Plain Crazy.
But they were not released.
They released after, yes.
Yes. So it is also one of the first.
Release.
Is also one of the first talkie cartoons.
Yes, it's the first time they synced sound and moving picture.
Yeah, and they had a
How long after the Jazz Singer is that?
Well, the Jazz Singer actually inspired Disney to do this.
Uh-huh.
Roy O. Disney.
Now, the Jazz Singer, for anyone who doesn't know, is the first
Talkie. Al Jolson.
Yeah.
That is
Neil Diamond.
1928, I believe.
And what year is this?
This is 1928.
Same year.
Yes.
So right
Pretty
away.
sure it came out December that
Moving
year.
fast.
What is the technology that changed that allowed them to do that? Do we know? Like,
in what sense?
How do you imprint sound on film? How does that work?
Well, what they would do, first,
Probably too.
Like, I'm fascinated by like records, you know?
originally there were cartoons, cartunes. There were cartoons. They were like 3-minute long cartoons, and they would have a bouncing ball, which would allow the
Like a piano player in the theater.
or the people to keep up with the thing.
Mhm.
What Disney did was they started a metronome type system. So, because cartoons would eventually get out of sync,
Mhm.
especially with the post production sound, because it was a big problem. Let's say when someone gets hit over the head with a
Mallet.
or a pan, you want that boing. If that boing doesn't hit right,
Then it doesn't work.
yeah. So what Disney would do is they would use a metronome system when recording, so that everything was always kept in sync.
Hmm.
So, but it's also it's the first Disney product that is going out of copyright. So as of 1/1/2024, Steamboat Willie is public domain. And you
Really?
can do whatever you want with the characters of
That's
Mickey
gonna be huge.
and Minnie from
As they are in Steamboat Willie.
Yes.
You can't use like the current.
You can't parody them?
You can.
No, you can do anything
Yes.
you want with them,
But you
it can't be the traditional Mickey that you know.
Mhm.
It can't be that. It has to be the
Steamboat Willie
version.
version.
Yeah.
So he has to be black and white with the chef hat.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he has a long tail. And
Mhm.
also he doesn't have gloves, because gloves were added
Mhm.
later on so that you could see Mickey's hands across his body. And he's also pretty much a villain in Steamboat Willie.
Wow.
So if we wanted, we could
I'll do a live action
Technically-
Steamboat Willie horror movie like the Winnie the Pooh people.
right, or even augmented reality. Get him.
You're gonna
be Mickey.
He's Steamboat Willie.
like in this episode.
Yeah.
Minnie Mouse is in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that her first appearance?
Yes.
Yes. She is, as the boat is taking off, she's running, and Mickey uses a hook to catch her by the bloomers
Mhm.
and bring her onto the thing,
Ah.
onto the ship. But then her ukulele and music get eaten by a goat. So they start rotating the goat's tail to play the song.
Because it's in
It's
there.
cute.
Yes.
Mm.
And Pete is in there too.
That's the bad guy.
Yeah. The typical Disney bad guy.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
So-
but they fought for years to keep extending the copyright, and they didn't try this time.
Wow.
Well, they can't. They finally hit the maximum limit. We were like,
Well, they
yeah.
also pissed off
Everyone.
half of the country's government, so they didn't have.
Yeah.
How does I don't know why I don't see why they shouldn't be able to. It's their thing. Like why would that ever run out?
I kind of agree with you,
Yeah,
but I do understand with the public domain shit that
Mhm.
after a certain time,
it's just become part of the culture.
exactly. But
Yeah.
like, so what they do is they keep updating the look of Mickey and the styles.
So that they don't run into this problem,
Exactly.
or at least they won't for 100 years.
Exactly. So it's like the next time, because the next Mickey that runs out, I think, is 2028, I believe, and that's going to be the Mickey with gloves and stuff, but he's still black and white.
Mhm.
So they keep having time. Color Mickey won't be for
Right.
10 years after that, etc.
So like Mickey from when we were kids, we will not live to see
Never.
the public domain. Okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
there's still the trademark in place. The
But your grandkids will.
trademark will never run out as long as
Uh-huh.
it's still being used.
Your
Right.
grandkids will see that.
Right.
You know.
Yeah,
like, or
trademark is
your-
different than copyright.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But trademark cannot impinge upon copyright. So that's why you're allowed to use this version of Mickey.
So one of the reasons they were finally able to synchronize it like
Here
this.
comes a Riverside ad.
No.
It would have helped.
Yeah. One of the reasons they were finally able to synchronize it like this was they developed the technology to kind of embed the film.
Yeah, that's
sound
kind of what I
into
was
film.
asking.
Yeah, I don't know the
You
process.
don't know how it works?
Yeah, I just know it's fucking in the strip,
Mhm.
and as it's going by, it's
Like I mentioned records before. Like it's literally the groove, like the shape of the grooves in a piece of vinyl
Yeah.
Vibrate.
produces sound, and I like
Different
that is
vibration.
so impressive to me compared to like digital media.
Well, have you ever
Yeah.
heard like the rumors that like they would find
Oh,
ancient-
Rumors, great album, Fleetwood Mac, amazing. You know,
They would find-
just like the white-winged dove.
I thought you meant the Lindsay Lohan album.
You know, I'm going to blow your mind. Technically, CDs also have grooves.
If you don't
I
love
thought
me
they
now,
were dots,
you will never
dips
know.
and grooves.
Dips and grooves. Yeah.
Yeah. Supposedly, like if you could find old pots from like Mesopotamia,
Mhm.
and as the potter was spinning it and would have like a brush on it, if something was loud was said, it would transfer that into the
Whoa.
but I don't think they've ever actually proven it. But I've seen that you can actually do it in theory.
This
I
one
wanna
says Sam
believe
Wheat.
it.
So you're saying if some Greek guy was screaming something
Yeah, and
next to a potter,
Yes, who's got like a
his
brush?
voice is recorded on the thing?
That would make the bristles of the brush vibrate, which would transfer to the.
It's
and now
early
if I take
recordings.
a phonograph
George Bailey
needle
Kiss was yelling
Yes.
at the
and
pot.
put it up to a pot,
Yes,
it's going to
You'll
play
hear
back
a
that.
Greek
And he spun
voice
it around,
from
yeah.
Ancient Greece.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That was it was a rumor that it had happened, but I don't think anyone's ever actually shown it happening.
That seems
But I
insane.
think they've
Just a
tried
rumor.
it like in modern day, and it would technically be possible.
I think they
if
would-
you had
That
like
is a record,
If this is
right?
possible, they would have figured out how to like decode shit by now, I think.
like if you had if all the conditions were right, you had modern technology. Yes, you could.
Are you talking out of your ass?
I
No.
hope so.
No,
This is crazy talk.
What were you expecting?
using
I want this to be real so bad.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. But
I believe Mythbusters did it.
ancient sounds from the past say hello from the other side. Yeah. There's a
Hello
whole-
from the other side.
Grandma, what was it like?
Well, you know, sometime on the other side, there's things like rivers. And if you want to use sound to communicate, you don't have to just use sound anymore. You don't have to just use the phone. You can telecommunicate, use video and sound at the same time
In 4K?
in beautiful 4K.
or 720 if you want 1080. It's up to you, really.
Yeah,
But why
You
would you
pick.
not want the best?
there's so many
and
to choose from.
Riverside
Because
is
the
the
data
best.
size is so huge,
so
it makes
insane.
Beaver's job impossible.
I stopped the job. I had to pass the job to him.
Because you just refuse to work
My
in
machine
the
stopped
beautiful
working.
4K.
My machine stopped working completely because of 4K. We had to buy a whole new machine.
And when E-Rock says to you, why are you recording in 4K? People are watching this on their phones. You go, fuck you, E-Rock.
But Riverside gives you that option to say "fuck you"
in 4K.
in 4K.
Because we can. We go to the moon not because it's easy.
Because it is hard.
And Riverside is the best telecommunication service out there. Use it for all your podcasting, video conferencing needs. Stop with your Zoom bullshit. Stop helping China. Get on Riverside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the patriotic thing to do.
Exactly. Click our link in the promo code. Be a real perceiver. Sign up and treat yourself to some Riverside.
Eat your freedom fries.
Yeah.
Use Riverside.